I guess people don't really understand you, do they? The line between good and evil is a lot thinner than a lot of people realize, because every culture has a different definition of what's wrong and what's right. I've done a lot of research. And it just seems like people will do anything to try to figure out that the world isn't chaotic, to try to think that it makes sense, because they just want to fit into a pattern. Even if it's a pattern of atrocity, or a pattern of violence, a pattern of despair. The rich will never really understand the struggle, the mountain you have to climb. $160,000 ants. More like an ant farm, they know. Never stepping back. Realizing the madness that they're caught up. Like those ants. They don't know we're watching them in the ant farm. Who's watching us? Why are drugs illegal when the whole concept of the word fun is trying to find a way to escape? With little tiny ants in an ant farm trying to escape. You know, I mean, there's things that we won't ever know, and you don't ever get to know. I don't think you should believe in anything that you haven't seen evidence of, and I think you should look at all of the evidence. Not just the evidence sculpted through the eyes of the media and your government, and the media that the government keeps as its mouthpiece. There's something to be said for going and seeing things for yourself. They give us the freedom of speech, but they try to keep us from keeping our freedom to think. They invented an MRI machine that can read word patterns in the brain. It's the beginning of the end for freedom. Because this hope and the human spirit to never give up manifests itself in everything we do. And to think that we are exempt from the ability to be completely ignorant of obvious things. The theory of gravity, the theory of evolution. When there is evidence, we don't believe it. Global warming. All of these things prove that faith can be stronger than reason. It would have you think that insanity was a cliff you could fall off of. No, it's a slope. A slope out of a fever dream, but it's just a hill. You can climb back up. You can take a vacation there, come back to the top of the hill. It's not so simple. Someone can be viewed as insane because they perceive things differently. People want governments, they rely on people being distracted. They don't want you insane. They want you to conform. And that's what sanity is. Following someone else's definition of what is normal. Do what you feel is right. If you have a position, you should be able to defend that. Ignorance. It will kill all of our society. Why do we have to learn the same lessons so many times? Maybe we do have flaws that we can't get rid of. We are afraid of people who can step back and perceive things objectively. There's so few of them. Don't let the population have drugs, they said. They just found a way to escape. We don't want them escaping. Because then they'll start rebelling, they'll start thinking outside of the box we've put them in. We're trying to make our culture a terrarium. Don't let the people out. They might come up with ideas. Look at the celebrities. Listen to music. Don't listen to music that tells you things and teaches you lessons. Keep yourself stupid. Not too stupid. Follow our rules. We want us to have freedom, but it all has constraints, doesn't it? Because we don't want chaos. We don't want true freedom. Someone has to stop telling them what to do. Start just telling them the truth.